Good morning. My name is Terese and I own Boysenberry Designs, and I have a crochet plushie business out of Oswego, New York. And I am here today exhausted and frumpy looking as heck because I got up and I'm like, I really need, don't worry, I didn't sleep here. Now that I'm looking in my background, it looks like I just slept here. This is my spare room. But I got up, I came in here and I'm like, dang, I badly need to work on some smalls. I need to work on some little makes. I have a lot of stuff to work on. I am starting today. Well, I have my coffee here. I have my coffee sitting here. It's my Christmas mug. I love this mug. It's my absolute favorite. I have my coffee. I'm working on this. And I decided this morning, I have all these extra shoe boxes. Like, I'll show you one. I have a project already in it. But I have a bunch of these extra like clear storage bins with like the lids, like whatever size this is, shoebox. And I got like a set of 10 of them a while ago from Walmart in their clearance aisle. And my spouse didn't want his. I saved 5 for him and he's like, oh, I don't want them. So I'm like, perfect. I have a project for them. So I am deciding to start to use these to like trick myself into making more items. So I think I showed in my last video. If you haven't watched it, please do. Please do. I'd love that. I showed my little yarn thing over here. I count it every time. It's like 12 cubes, 15 cubes, something like that. And I have this type of yarn that just slides in the back of it. It's just the Dollar Tree Just Chenille yarn. It's like velvet. They label it as like size 4 or something. I don't even think it says on here. They claim it's size 6. There's no earthly way this is 6. They claim this is a size 6 yarn. That's even 2 strands. That's like literally a size 4. But any hoozle. Let's pretend it's size 6. That just like slips to the back of it. And so originally I was putting this yarn in here, like stacking it in here, so it doesn't slip to the back and get in the back of it, which if it's a ton of it fits in there. That's all that Just Chenille yarn. And I have another one like that next to it of the browns and creams. And then, don't I have one more? Oh, it's at the bottom of this. You can't really see it. And then there's like yellow and whites and stuff. I did that. And then I'm like, oh, I have extra bins because I stole my spouse's. And I'm like, I should do a project bin because, for example, I am out of the small little bees. Like, they're like this big and they're out of this yarn. And it's just the yellow black. I think at my last event, I had like some peach and blue ones too, just like some random colors. But I'm completely out of those. And those are a $5 item I carry. And then I'm also out of the mini turtles. And they, oh, you know what? I already started the bin. I'll just show you. I don't have any turtles on me. They're sold out, but they're out of either this green or this green with the brown shell. I kind of do both depending on what I have more yarn of. But anywho, so I'm making project bins because I've tried the draw a name thing. It works okay, but then I'm like, oh, I don't want to make that. And then I put the slip back. So that's not helpful. So for right now, because I need the smalls for my next event Friday, so I decided for today that I'm going to see on the bee end how many bees I can make. So I have this bin here. I'm literally gonna put the yarn in here, even though I'm gonna take it right back out in like 2 seconds. I'm gonna see how many bees I can get out of this one skein, because this is the main color of it. And then I have a full skein of black, label on still, and then the white, still label on. So it's 3 skeins of each thing. So the white I'm only going to need a little bit of. It's just for the wings. I surface crochet the wings on like after I stuff it, but obviously this I would use more than this. So the striping is the accent. There's 2 rows of black, so obviously when this runs out, that's how many bees we'll make. I'm not just going to keep adding yellow to make sure they all, no, it's whenever I'm out of the main color, the yellow. And I honestly have no idea how many bees I can make out of this. I usually just bring this in the car with me and like just make bee bodies, and then I stuff them like months later, but I'm fully out. So that's what we're going to do today. I have a little bit of time this morning and then I have more time this afternoon. So I'm just going to honestly watch some YouTube videos, catch up on my watch later list. I have like 117 videos that I've like, you know, stashed on there. So I'm just going to watch some YouTube, drink my coffee, put some chapstick on, and I'm going to make the bodies first of all the bees, see how many that gets me to. And then I'll stuff them, then do the wings. I think that's the plan. I'm going to guess that I'm only going to be able to get like 5 out of it, which is still a good turn in profit because I would make 25 on $1. If you count all 3 skeins, you're like $5 in. because I think these are $1.50 now, or $1.20. I don't think they're $1.25 anymore. I think these ones are $1.50 now, although I've had these forever. But anywho, obviously I'm using way less in yarn on these, so it's not like exactly $5. But anyway, I'm guessing like 5, maybe if I'm lucky, almost 6 bees. But that's what we're gonna see. This is what we're working on. And I will show a little bit of me crocheting, because why not? Why not? And then I will come back with an update in maybe like a little while. Okay, so far, here's an update just a little while later. It's been like 45 minutes. But I want to show you the bee bodies I've made so far. This is very productive. This is actually very productive. I am like 3/4 of the way through one of my videos, so we'll check off a video too. Very exciting. So I just did to wear, whose pattern is this? I should tell you whose pattern this is. This is Emi Sue's bee pattern, because it's a little bit smaller. It's free on her Instagram, Emi Sue Designs. But anyway, I crocheted it to where you do the last row of 12 before you decrease on the 6 to then bind off. I hope that, or fasten off. I hope that makes sense. So I did it to the second to last row because I don't want to just have 6 stitches and try to like stuff it. So this is 12 around, and I still need to decrease to fasten off. So I have this one done again to that point with the 2 rows of black. 1, 2, 3, and then I left some extra that way I can finish that. And then I have 4 and 5 so far, and there's still more yarn. So I am going to finish the skein of yarn, and then we'll see how many I end up with. I still have enough. I bet I can, maybe I'll be able to get 7 out of this, which would be great because it would be $35 minus the 5 in materials and stuffing and stuff. So I'm still making $30 out of the 3 skeins. So we'll see. Okay, I am back again and again and again and again. So, do you want to know how many bees I can get? Spoiler alert, I'm telling you right now. I was able to finish 3 more. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was able to do 8 bees out of that. And you want to know how much yarn I had left over? I have this much yarn left over, like crazy. And I definitely left enough to do like the decrease 6, stuff it, and then like fully fasten off. There's plenty of yarn there, but I had this much yarn left over. That's it from that skein. So I used 1 full skein of yellow, like literally a full skein. And then I still have, let me grab the black, and I haven't used the white yet, but I can grab the black and show you. But 8 bees. So if you look at it like this, 8 times 5, I sell these for 5 each. So 8 times 5 is 40. And then we had about $5 into the yarn. Like, we're barely going to use any of the white. We barely use the black. Let's say 5 just for this conversation because the polyfill, and I embroider their eyes, so they're not plastic. So if you look at it like that, I'm $35 profit on the skeins of yarn. So that's not terrible. That's really not terrible, especially for a small, quick purchase. Like at my events, I like to have a group of like $5 items. So like keychains, these, the mini turtles I'm probably going to do next time. I like this price point, and it's taken no time. It's taken, I think, an hour and 20 minutes altogether. Granted, I've been sipping coffee and chilling, but these are so stinking quick. There's literally only like 8 rows total. So quick. I understand I still will have like another half an hour or more into it. I have to stuff it, decrease, fasten off, wings, and then quickly do the eyes. I don't do a smile or anything. I just do 2 eyes. What I'm going to do is I am going to stuff them, tie off their butts, and then surface crochet the wings. Those are just easier. I'm not gonna sew all the wings on. I'm just gonna surface crochet them. Why not? So yeah, we have 8. All right, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. This is way later in the day, but I am back because I want to show you what I've accomplished. So I already showed some clips of me crocheting up, but I have my little container here of my little bee friends. They're done, woohoo! So I've already mentioned this, but I have 8 little bees. So I already did their wings, I did their little eyes, so they're all right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So I was able to make 8. So if I charge $5 each, that's $40 of bees in this little container, right? 8 times 5. I went through a whole skein of yellow, minus like 13 inches maybe. There's like very little bit left. And then I only went through a couple yards of black. And then I only went through the teeniest bit of white. It was just scrap white I used. I found some other just scrap white, so I didn't actually touch that ball of yarn. But if you want to look at it like, if I were to go to the store right now and buy it, there's 3 skeins of yarn. So at my store, they're $1.50 now instead of the $1.25 at my $1 tree. So if you look at it like that, you're $4.50 into it. Let's say $5, rounded up with the tax and everything. So let's say you're $5 into this, especially with like a little bit of polyfill and whatnot. So minus the 40 minus 5, so you're $35 profit. So if you look at it like that, you're like, wow, look at me. But now I have this perfect amount, and I already put my basket back, but these will fit right into my little, oh, do I have it in here? Ooh, I might have the basket in here. Let me just look real quick. This is loud. These are my recent makes. I don't think I have it in here. We're gonna look. If not, just believe me. Just believe me. Nope, I don't have it in here. Must be it's in the office. Yeah, so great news. So I was able to get 8, and I'm very excited about that. I think that's all I'm gonna make of bees. Obviously that was the challenge worth, but I'm saying like before my next event. And then the next thing I need to work on is turtles. That'll probably be my next video, like I've mentioned. So these little like mini turtles that I do out of the same yarn, but it's mint brown and then dark green and brown, I think are the 2 different like greens I do. Ooh, little baby hairs. So I think that's my next project because I'd like to get them done because I'd like to have more of the $5 items. So we're gonna work on that next. And I took up a little pivot today in between crocheting because I moved, this is my spare room and I want it to be a spare room. So I moved the yarn over here for right now. I'm sure you can see it from there. Beep. I have like the yarn over there now. But I'm sitting, let me just explain this better. So this was across from me. So I was always like pointing to it literally earlier in this video probably. And I got tired of it being over there. And I wanted to actually mount a TV over there and actually use this as a spare room. So my spouse mounted a TV over there, and there's just like a, what size bed is this I'm sitting on? A queen bed, I believe this is. And like there's extra pillows and stuff behind me that I use. And I crochet in here for now. There's a dresser in here. I've had my yarn in here, polyfill, and then an extra bag of yarn that there's just not room for. And I really want my office. And we have like company, so I need this as a spare room. So what I did was like redid stuff in here. The next thing to do is to take the stuff off the wall. My spouse used to use this as like a gaming room, so it's just like really random. It's like lights and it's just really random. But we're working on my like behind me, behind this room, there's a small like another bedroom, and we're changing it into an office that I've talked about for like months now. But my new landlords are working on the windows, so that kind of had to come to a pause because they needed to get in there. So we did the windows upstairs. We have to do the windows downstairs. There's 4 windows they're replacing. So it's just kind of, everything's getting torn apart. But I really, really want this as just like a spare room. I'm still gonna chill in here for now until the office is done, but that kind of came to a pause for a couple days. So point being, as I move this out of the way for now, because I can't put this in the office yet, but I move this over here for now, and it is so much easier because now I can just chill here. I have my TV over there, and then I have some yarn here. There's still like a whole IKEA bag of yarn over there, like they're not really IKEA, but like those they're like the white plastic moving-ish bags. I don't know what you'd call them, body bags, some people call them, but I have that over there. So This is all very exciting. This is not at all related to bees. I just felt like sharing that apparently. And bees are just so cute. A lot of people use them in their cars, I hear, like on their dash or something, which is fine. Yeah, so I have this little bin with some bees. I'm gonna add this to my inventory, probably this bag. And then later I'm gonna start to work on little baby turtles. So that'll be it might not be the next video, but that'll be a challenge video too. I'm curious how much I can get out of a ball of yarn. So until next time, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching me make some bees, and I'll see you next time. Toodles.